Consciousness and the light of Christ are what connect all elements of the universe together, independent of time and space. This means that humans are connected to spirits, spirits to intelligences, and all three to every other conscious being in the universe. Through these connections, all beings know each other. This is how the Father and the Son comprehend all things. The light of Christ also gives a knowledge of things past, present, and future. Or, as we explained, consciousness and the light of Christ both give knowledge of all things within the universe independent of space and time. This leads to several important and basic questions, such as the following. There seems to be a very large disconnect from the claims about consciousness and the light of Christ and the reality we experience in mortality. Scientists who study consciousness are aware of this very large disconnect. They recognize the difference, for example, between a non-ordinary state of consciousness, such as a near-death experience, or NDE, and the normal state of consciousness. According to science, there are neurological and psychological filters, which can be rendered inoperative during NDEs or by injury or surgery to the brain. From the standpoint of evolution, these filters were necessary for survival. Reality, in its non-local totality, had to be excluded in order to focus on the here and now. In psychology, the part of the mind that has been filtered, excluded, or suppressed, the part that is not focused on the here and now, is called the subconscious. Psychology recognizes that the subconscious is always operating, but simply not available to the conscious part of the mind. While some scientists believe that the subconscious mind is a necessary byproduct of evolutionary adaptation, psychology also recognizes that individuals can repress portions of external reality as a defense mechanism. Some things are simply too painful to remember or even allow to remain in our conscious mind. Still, these memories and experiences are living within the consciousness of a person, even if at a subliminal level. Everything we as conscious beings have ever experienced or perceived, independent of time or space, is still present within our broader consciousness. Science distinguishes between two different mechanisms for storing information in the subconscious: filtering and suppression. One is built in, and the other is a choice. In the Gospel of Jesus Christ, subconscious memory does exist, but not as an artifact of evolution. Every man enters this mortal existence with a forgetfulness of his previous existence. The poet William Wordsworth famously put it this way in his Ode on Intimations of Immortality: He put it even more directly in the same ode. Adam and Eve, when placed in the garden, had forgotten everything about their previous existence, as the temple endowment makes clear.